Hey guys, Cold.brew here. Welcome to another Rachel Legends video. Guys, this one will be a special one because Deathless is a champion that I always wanted to make a video on. And she's very special because of her skills. So she's a Knights Revenant, epic, defense-based champion. And she really surprised me. Like, I was like, Plarium, what were you thinking when you made this champion? Like, we'll go over her skills in a bit, but this champion is so specific because she needs everyone else, not almost everyone else, to die for her to have, the most potential in output in terms of damage, but also her debuffs that she can apply. So before we get to that, guys, very quickly, I've got an account takeover giveaway. It's the final day today. The only way to enter is by downloading World War Doe. There's a link down in the description. It's the second game that I'm playing. I'm enjoying it, having so much fun in that second game. You just join that, join my Cold Brew crew, and get to 300 power. It's the second giveaway that I'm doing, and I'll keep doing these giveaways throughout January as well. So it's never too late, even if you miss this one, to do it for next week, and so on and so on. So this is the chance for you to win a free account takeover where I just log in and improve your account in any place that you like to see some improvement. Deathless, guys, let's go over her skills very quickly. We'll come back to her gearing and how it can be changed with other kind of skills, and then we'll see what she can actually do gameplay wise. So what makes her so unique is her A3. Let's look at that first. Attacks all enemies, so it's an AoE 5-turn cooldown, guys. This attack will always be critical if there are 2 or more dead allies. Damage increases according to the number of dead allies. So her multiplier is about 4, if I'm not mistaken, which increases to 8, then 12, depending on how many people are dead from your team, and then 16, I think. 20 is the maximum that she can get with 4 dead allies. So in a dungeon situation, she's gonna have 5 dead allies. I think she's gonna have a 20 multiplier, which is huge. But there's not many uses for having your whole team dead and then you just going in there and trying to beat the dungeon, especially with a 5-turn cooldown. If this was shorter and maybe the cooldown was at 3 turns, maybe we could do something there. But yeah, 5 turns cooldown, it's a bit too much. But for arena situations, this is really fun, and you're gonna see how it works in a bit, guys. So that's her A3. That's what makes her so special. Her damage can go to great extent if you've got the dead champions with you, the allies that are dead actually with you. So yeah, that's how it works. Her A1 is also dependent on the allies that are dead. So she applies at 100% chance a decreased defense on that A1, or if there's more people dead, more than one, then she can also apply a 30% decreased speed, or if there are more than 3, then a decreased accuracy. I'm not sure if all those apply on her A1. We can test that out in a bit and see how many debuffs we can apply. But still, this is cool. Although I'm again still not sure how this is gonna help unless you've got a reviver in there and you really depend on getting everyone dead, Deathless going, and then actually reviving everyone. Then finally, guys, is Val Insult, which is the one that I think Plarium should have put some kind of added bonus when everyone is dead. So plays at 30% reflect damage buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy. I like this already. Applies a provoke at a 100% chance when she is fully booked, and I do have her fully booked. So applies a reflect buff on herself and then provoke on the enemy. So when the enemy attacks, basically 30% of the damage that he will be doing with the provoked attack is basically returned back to him. I really enjoy using this in PvP situations, and it also does a good amount of damage on its own by the attack that it does. So definitely a good thing that she is defense based, because she will need to survive like a big AoE from the enemy attack, which will kill your other allies but not Deathless, and then Deathless will be going in there for the kill. Finally, her aura, 70%, 70 ally resist in all arena battles. So I do like this resist aura, especially in the way that I'm gonna show you that I've tried her out, at least for an arena showcase. Finally, I've built her with a Savage and a critical damage set just to bring out the most potential in her damage. There's a defense percentage in both boots and the chest, not focusing on speed because I want her to be going last. It gives me the most amount of chance of her actually surviving the hit that will kill my allies but not Deathless. And then The critical rate, I didn't try to get 100% because for arena situations, I don't care about critical rate. I could have taken this way higher. I mean the critical damage and just reduce the critical rate, but because just by her A3, not everybody might die. So yeah, I just have a good percentage there, 68%, which is pretty good, and then critical damage 272%, which is again fantastic with a savage set and defense gear on her, so 4,000 defense, just in case somebody tries to kill us. So the only thing that I could change, and depending on what you want to do, is her banner. So her banner have defense just to get to that 4,000 defense. You can change this to many other options. So resistance banner is very good because plus the resistance aura gives her a nice resistance amount to have. Basically resist those provokes, defense down, attack down. No, attack down she doesn't care. So defense down, stuns, anything, any debuff can be resisted when you've got high enough resistance, or freezes. Although freezes, I think we're fine because we don't have a booster in my arena team. Overall, resistance is always great. Then accuracy banner instead. For her A1 and A2 to apply the provoke on A2, and A1 to apply defense down, speed down, and accuracy down. So this can be changed overall to whatever you like the most. And then amulet. I tried to get an amulet with a resistance or defense substat. I just couldn't get it, so I have this one with an attack substat and critical damage, of course, and then defense on the ring. And then masteries, guys, of course, I went for Helm Smasher, although it's not required. Helm Smasher was good. And then I also went for defense instead of support because I knew I wasn't going to depend on my debuffs. I just wanted to have that extra chance to counterattack when an AoE happens and she loses a ton of health. Then also having Cycle of Revenge there to get some extra turn meter when other like my allies die, so we get some more turn meters so we can finally take a turn and do that big A3 once everyone is dead. So this is her gear, this is her skills. Let's go and see her in action in the arena, and then we can try her out maybe in the dungeons, although I think there's not too much we can show in the dungeons in terms of having a successful team that can farm by using Deathless. Unfortunately, because of how long her cooldowns is, even with something like a Renegade or a Prince Kaimar, if I had one, I still think that 5-turn cooldown is a big no-no in terms of finding a good, good balance of champions in there. So let's just put in there two-star champions, Armiger and Soros. Unfortunately, you guys are gonna die. So the reason I'm using a Ghostborn in there, guys, Ghostborn has a frenzy set, which is the one that once you get hit, you get turn meter based on the amount of health that you lose. So when Ghostborn gets attacked by an AoE damage, maybe from kill right here, Ghostborn will gain turn meter, do his AoE defense down, which is unresistable, no matter how much resistance they have, unless they've got a block debuffs buff. They'll get the defense down on them, and then we'll have Deathless go. The only aura that we have here is the resist aura, which is cool. So we're at about 250 resistance now with Deathless without a banner, without a resistance banner. So would have been about 350 with the banner. So you see already 2 of my allies are dead. It works as intended. So we're gonna do the defense down on everyone. I think we're fine. Ghostborn actually managed to take almost 2 turns. I think we're fine here. We've got a defense down on us, which kind of sucks because defense down is the one that makes us lose power. We still haven't taken a turn, but still without a defense down, okay, that's cool. 2 allies dead from our team. There's only 1 defense down there on Madame Stairs. Let's see how much damage we're gonna do. Look at that, 70,000. Not too crazy without a defense down. Let's see on this Trunda if we can kill this Trunda. I just want to see like the full showcase of this one. Wow, some big damage there from the Trunda. Let's do an A1 there. There we go, 72,000 damage, not bad. So let's try and see if we can find a much tougher team. So this one has 2 big AoE damage dealers. This one will be scary. Okay, there's 2 of them down. Oof. Okay, we managed to survive that burst. And then three allies down. There's defense down on three of them. Let's see the big damage now. Hopefully. There we go. So I think 156k. Was that 156 or 56? I'll need to check during editing. But definitely like a cool burst there. So I mean, this is not a reasonable team to go in there. I mean, Ghostborn maybe can be. You can put the War Maiden in there instead of a Ghostborn. I like Ghostborn because of the unresistible defense down. Problem is having these two, which are basically champions that will be dying. I'm guessing you can build a more tanky team that maybe can go more rounds, and by using Deathless, then maybe if somebody dies, Deathless will be a tankier one. Then if somebody dies, Deathless can be just the one that takes on revenge against your fallen allies. But still, I think it's more of a fun aspect. Maybe you can use this team on defense and see what happens. So here we've got the defense down on three of them. Let's see. Everybody took a turn there. And can we kill something here? Let's put this on 1x. Okay, actually we killed everything here. So, I mean, this was not a bad team to go against. Like 95,000 power here and 162. And yeah, I mean, it's surprising that I wasn't expecting to beat this team here. This one that has Cadrafon in there. Let's go and see. And let's apply the defense down. So let's do this AoE. Big damage numbers there. And that that Swift parry on this bot team. I think this was a bot team at least. So Swift parry is weird to have on a Kale. And then let's try this one that has, wow, no wait. Don't have an arena refresh. Let's just use our gems here. So let's use our gems finally on this team, and then we'll try, and I'll show you like a normal team that would survive a hit by all these champions, and then we would just go with the AoE. Okay, removed our buffs from us. There we go. So about 50,000 damage overall. Good thing is there we killed that Duchess. So, okay. Everyone's now dead. Okay, let's do a refresh here. And man, okay, this one looks like a tough team. 100,000 power. No, this is not a tough team. Let's just go again. Put this on auto. Okay, you see Ghostborn there getting a ton of turn meter because of his. See, this is why I would love to have a resistance banner maybe instead. See, freezes and defense downs, unsuccessful. Maybe the resistance banner is much better. We could have resisted the freezes there and done something, but I mean Cernic doesn't get resisted. And let's do another refresh. Okay, this one is the test. This one's the test, okay? Totally end game team against us. Totally possible for us to just die from everything. There's the fear on us. Wow. Yeah, okay. The test failed. We couldn't go with it. Okay, let's put in a more tanky team. Which maybe we have somebody survive, maybe we don't. I'll put in there Molly, which has no gear on. So if Molly gets hit, we gain turn meter. And then I'll put in there something like, I think a Duchess or maybe a Krisk. No, Krisk is too much. So I'll put an Arbiter in there. Maybe yeah, Arbiter is more reasonable because everyone has Arbiter at this point. Let's boost. Okay, they can go. Let's see that Foley doing crazy amounts of damage. One block revive. That's fine. Couldn't get Molly up. Are we gonna get feared here? That's the problem. If we get feared, basically this is over. There we go. There we go. Okay. We got lucky there because Mashal usually has like a 95% chance to fear you. We had 2 dead allies, which is what gives us basically a good multiplier there. So let's go again. We didn't have a defense down before. Now we do have at least 3 defense downs, 3 out of 4. We don't care for the defense down to go, for the block debuffs to go after. Not gonna do the boost. Let's see. Damn. That Tranda, maybe I should have done the boost. That Tranda wrecked us. Let's try this again, but this time I'm gonna be doing the boost. So that Tranda wrecked us. There's no way to defend from that Tranda's attack. Maybe if I had a provoke set on Ghostborn, but still. Okay, nobody's dead now from my team. Let's see the amount of damage that we can do. I'm not expecting anything bigger than 40,000 or so. Wow, so weak. So weak when nobody's dead. And yeah, when this happens, this is what's gonna happen next. So you really depend on that big burst to actually beat the fight and come out victorious. So I'm not gonna go in the dungeons really. I can show you guys in the dungeons what she can do. Where's Deathless? So she'll be weak affinity here. Let's just go into Fire Knight. Fire Knight, we may be able to. Yeah, this one is the one that I usually do and test how much damage I can get out of a champion. But when nobody's dead, I'll be just testing the base multiplier, not the improved multiplier. If I had them without any gear and then waited for the wave to kill everyone, and then with all the buffs and debuffs on the wave, I could maybe try that, maybe get the maximum amount of potential damage out of Deathless, but I haven't done that. So let's do like a normal team and see how it works here. So yeah, okay, let's just put Razin in there. Just to be there. But thing is, we need people dying for Deathless to be doing anything there in terms of damage. Deathless gonna go now. Let's see the damage now. 58,000. Wow. Okay. That was much better than I thought. So if somebody was dead there, then maybe we could have used Deathless with resets. I'm not sure. I wonder if Renegade worked differently and she would actually kill herself with that big AoE. Maybe we could have done something there. But now it's just waiting another 3 turns to see Deathless damage. 3 or 4. I think it's 3. I mean, just the Cold Heart's gonna do way more damage throughout this. And then even if we're strong affinity, oh, that's why we did good damage there. See, 96,000 there from that A2. I told you guys that A2 does some good damage. Let's see. There it is again. So, okay damage, 80,000 there. It could have been way more if somebody was dead, but again, you would need to go in there with a rotation in mind. So the rotation would be they move, they kill me, my team at least. The reviver survives, Deathless survives, Deathless goes before the reviver, and then the reviver revives everyone, which then it's when they can go. Maybe a cardinal would work also best with Deathless, where yeah, the cardinal goes right after Deathless, and she revives everyone. They take their turns immediately, and that's when the big damage happens. So I wonder if we can actually beat this. Don't think so. Let's see what kind of damage we can get on the boss. Yeah, we can reduce the perimeter there. It's gonna suck. So the boss might kill someone from our team. That's what I'm waiting. That's why I'm still showing you guys this. So, oh, the Cold Heart with that A3 right on the shield. Kind of sucks. Let's see if we got the defense down. We can. Okay, now that's a good one. One of our team is dead. If if her A1 was unresistible, so all those debuffs, defense down, accuracy down, speed down, depending on how many of your allies are dead, if that was unresistible, then I would be much more interested in Deathless overall kit instead of just the burst gimmick, one kind of one trick pony kind of setup. Then yeah, I would be more interested in Deathless if her A1 was unresistible, so I can focus on other stuff like resistance and just straight out damage. But instead, you have to figure out a way to make all of the setups work for Deathless to be very specific. So I'm waiting to see an A3 possibly from Deathless on a boss with defense down and weaken. But she ain't doing it. So her A1 hits for 60,000. Nothing too crazy. And the boss should be anytime going down now just because of Cold Heart. That's a reflect at least. The shield is down. And reflect also helps with the shield, I guess. But 1, 2, 3 there from Razin. There's the AoE. Didn't even crit because we didn't have all our allies dead there. You need at least 2 allies dead to be 100% chance to crit. So there is the showcase, I guess. It wasn't a full showcase. I mean, I could have tried a bit more in terms of removing the gear from all my team. But I think that would have been like an overkill and not a feasible setup to have a team without any gear except for Deathless. I don't know how it would work after wave 1 because wave 1, yeah, okay, we can kill wave 1. Wave 2, what? It's gonna be Deathless alone, just waiting 5 turns for her cooldown. Maybe if her cooldown also got reduced depending on the number of allies dead. So if you had 4 allies dead, maybe her A3 cooldown was 2 turns. That would have been crazy and would have made Deathless like an MVP in terms of clearing. You would have very fast clearing times of waves. Um, yeah, I would enjoy Deathless way more if maybe that works. So Plarium, if you're watching this by now, then yeah, maybe change Deathless to this. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this showcase. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments on how you built your Deathless on or which other champion you want to see next. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!